Okay, so you clicked on this video and you want to learn how to clean a reel? Well, don't worry, I got you. First thing you're going to want to do is take off your baitcaster off your reel. Then there should be a little tag in of your line hanging out, like I have right here. What you want to do is actually put a piece of tape over that, so when you do take the spool out, it won't go everywhere and it won't ruin your whole process of cleaning it. Okay, so I got my piece of tape and I got the little tagging on of the line right there. I'm going to tape that tag in, and I don't know if you can see, but there's tape right there. Now after that, what you want to do is you actually want to unscrew your plate where your gear is at to take out your spool. For some reels you might have to unscrew, but for mine, all I have to do is, there's this pin on the reel handle side. All I have to do is pull it. You can see it's like, pull it out, flip this down, and then boom, your spool comes out. Now what you want to grab is a Q-tip and just clean around all this area. Take it out, clean that area, and clean all this because there's a lot of gunk in here. Just get deep in those crevices and stuff. I actually cleaned my reel like a week ago, but I didn't record it, but I just want to tell y'all what I did and how it looks so good now. But you want to maybe get a wet rag, wet it a little bit, and then dry it up, and then you can use like cotton swab. No, first you want to use cotton swabs to make sure you clean it out. Then you can use a little bit of water on a rag, just a little bit of water, not a lot. A little bit of water, and then you can like clean it out good and everything. So the process basically goes like this. You grab where your gears are, your brakes are at, and you can just like wipe it down like this. Make sure not to do it too hard so like the little hairs on here don't get all over into your spool. So just do it nice and neat. The other side. Then you have your actual reel that you took apart. You see there's like this, and this is out of your reel. So now it's just your actual reel cage. You can clean off the grips with a little wet rag, like microfiber cloth with a little bit of water on it, just to clean it all around. Then you can also grab your Q-tip, grab a different one, go in between here. Now, like I said, I did clean it for about like a week ago, and let me tell you, when I tell you that this thing was disgusting, I'm talking. I actually fell once in the water. Don't ask me how. It was terrible, but I actually fell once, and my reel got a lot worse. I mean, it still feels pretty good because it's a good quality reel, but it had literally, I'm talking dirt, gunk. It was just brown, all brown, and all up like in there and stuff, like all in here. It had brown stuff all over it, mud, all that stuff. It was terrible. So you just want to go in the crevices and just like clean them. And now that we cleaned our reel and it's perfectly clean on the outside to the inside and we have no more gunk left in there, now all I have to do is put on the reel oil and the reel grease. So pick whatever brand you like. I actually just picked up the Penn, which is a very good known brand, probably the best ocean fishing, saltwater fishing brand out there. And they have a kit with oil and grease, and it only costs like $12 on Amazon. Really recommend it. The link will be down in the description for that. Now let me stop talking and let me show you how to really clean your gear and make it smooth, because right now we cleaned it, but it's still not smooth. It still needs 2 more touches. That is reel, oil, and grease. Okay, so now that you got everything off of your reel, you want to take off the tension knob. It's right here. Just screw it backwards, like if you were loosening it, and it'll come off by itself. Okay, there it is. There it is. Then you got to grab the reel oil of your choice, and my choice, I picked the Penn Precision Reel Oil, and it has this little bearing right here that you want to put the reel oil around, just like 2 or 3 drops around it, not in the hole, but around it. I don't know if you can see, but I want to be really careful. I dropped one in there. It's really, really hard to see, but okay. I'm gonna drop one more, like right there. That's perfect. I don't know if you can see, but there's oil in there. Now that I put that oil in there, now you gotta grab your spool, and you see there's a bearing right here. You wanna put a little bit of drops on this bearing right here. Not the gold part, but like this gray part right here. Grab your reel oil. Then you wanna carefully point it this way a little bit. Okay, we got some on there. I put a little bit too much, so on this side we're gonna put just a little bit. Okay. So we got the real oil on there. I don't know if you can see, but we got it on there. So now you're gonna grab your grease and a brush. Open your grease up. Oh my lord. There's your grease. Dang, they really scanned me, bro. Look how much. What? It's brand new too. Here's the package, bro. I just got it. No way. Anyways, grab your brush. Dip it in just a little bit. Grab your spool again. I kind of put a little bit too much right there. Let me just try to. So we have our grease. You want to put it all over this, put it all over here. Don't put too much, but still put a good amount all over here. But as you can see, there's grease on that little pin. Now you're gonna grab your reel, and as you can see right there, that's what basically lets you spool your reel, and it gives you line basically. That's what makes the line come in. So again, dip your brush in some grease. Now you just wanna try to get it in there little by little. So I think I put way too much, but just reel it to make sure it gets all up in there. Let me put just a little bit more, right there. Okay, so now you get your tension knob part, and you wanna grab your real oil, and again, on all these bearings, you don't wanna put it inside of the hole, you wanna put it around the hole. That sounds very weird. Put it around the hole like this, give one, okay, maybe grab it like this, make it go around a little bit. Okay, I think we did good on that, put a little bit more. Okay. And there you go. That's literally it. So we put oil in this bearing. We put oil in this bearing, grease on this barb thingy, oil in here, and grease on your spinny thing that picks up the line underneath up there. So now that we got all that done, it's just time to reassemble everything back together. Okay, so now this is literally the simplest part out of everything, because all you gotta do is reassemble it. Literally all you do. Grab the tension knob, screw it back on. I need a... We got it back on there. Now all you want to do is grab your spool, put it in with the long tip going into your actual reel, like going into your handle side. Drop it there. There's a hole in there. You want to connect it in there. Put it in that hole. Boom. Then you grab your brake system and snap it right onto your spool. Work it back up there. Work it back in there, I mean. Okay, boys, so when I tell you it took me like an hour to put this in, Lord, it took me forever. It feels pretty smooth. Keep in mind this reel is $60, so it's not gonna sound or feel like a $200 Shimano, but it still literally feels amazing. The tension knob feels so much more smoother than earlier. That actually helped it so much. Me putting the oil on the tension knob helped the tension knob a lot. But the reel sounds pretty good. If you hear a little bit of clacking, it's because of the line that's loose in there. But other than that, it feels really, really good. It feels way better than before. It feels actually way better than before. It definitely feels more smoother. Like, I can feel how much more smoother the retrieve is because what we put, the grease that we put in here and everything else, like the retrieve, it feels so much more smoother. But wait, I have one more thing to add to this reel that's gonna upgrade how this whole reel looks and how this reel works. Because as you can see, these grips are super thin and I hate them. I hate fishing with these super thin grips. So let me show you pro tip. The thickness on these little like reels, it's just insane how like skinny they are. They're not, like, the thickness is not thick. Like, it's not thick at all, and I don't like holding it. Like, look at me holding it. Like, look at that. Like, it's so thin, and I don't feel like, it doesn't feel comfortable in my hands reeling it with it being so thin, you know what I'm saying? So now, what I actually bought, I went and bought, for $10, you get 10 pack. So you can use these, I think it's 5 baitcasters, 10 spinning reels. Okay, so basically what they are, they're literally just grips that go on your handles. So this right here is literally a grip. You can see how thick it is. It's literally just a grip, and to be honest with you, it feels amazing. Oh yeah, I can feel the grip and it feels amazing. And they're so cheap too. It's like $10 for this whole pack. And they last forever. So basically they just make your reel, like mine, since they're so thin, they make them thicker and a lot more grippier. So you grab this, grab your handle, and then you're just gonna put it in like that. Okay, so as you can see, boys, I got them perfectly on there. They feel really, really grippy, really, really smooth. There they are. And there it is, guys. That's how you clean your reel, make it smoother, make it cast farther. You clean it real good, put some oil and grease on it, add these grips, and this thing's like new. Everything in this video will be linked in the description. Really recommend buying these grips. They help a lot, and the reel and the oil from Penn is like the best brand out there. Yeah, these feel really comfortable. Hope this video helped you clean your baitcaster and get farther casting distance and make it smoother. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.